Hello, everyone. Thank you for stopping back by. Today, I'd like to speak about escapism versus mindfulness. When you think about how we've all been living our lives up until the pandemic, many people, even those thinking that they were living mindfully, were still using some level of escapism to not deal with things in their lives, to not be fully present. And what I mean by that is, who doesn't enjoy a good Netflix binge on a weekend? When you don't want to think about anything else, you just want to escape for a few hours. It's been a rough week with work, with the spouse, with the partner, with kids, with the job. We're all guilty of that. But escapism can have many forms, healthy or unhealthy, if you want to put those kind of terms on them. Some are a little more beneficial, such as reading, or I know people who even obsessively meditate because they don't want to deal with things here. But then we've also got things like gaming and TV and computers, and we can't forget FaceTime, even sex, food. So there can be many different ways that people step off of this current awareness and into something that feels more comfortable. That is something that this whole ascension process is doing. And we have to remember that this whole COVID-19 is part of the ascension process. So that is something that this is forcing us to do at this present time, and as these new energies come in, is to find a way to be present. Why do you think so many people are unhappy right now when they are stuck at home? 6 months ago, if you'd have asked them, if you got stuck at home, what would you be doing? And they'd say, oh, that would be a great vacation. I would do this, and I would get this done, and I would get that done. And that's not what I hear from people. That's not what I'm seeing from people right now. What I'm seeing is a lot of aggravation, a lot of frustration. And I would like to describe it as feeling very vulnerable, as feeling naked standing on the mountaintop, because all of this has basically taken us outside of our comfort zone. And believe it or not, that's a very positive thing. There's not much difference between a comfort zone and a rut. Both keep us comfortable, but neither one allow us to grow. And right now, with the changing energies, with the ascension happening, and again, remembering COVID-19 is a first step in ascension process. It is bringing in those new energies, and it is forcing up all that old lower vibration, all the old thought processes, all the old belief system, all the old fears that can't exist anymore with the same energy. They can't exist in the same time and space. So we're all being asked to look at those. And again, I see a lot of people that are really frustrated, and they want to say it's because of the kids, or they want to say it's because of finances, or because of the spouse, or because they can't get out and do what they love to do, or go socialize with their friends. But really what they're being asked to do is be with themselves. And unfortunately, it feels very uncomfortable. So what I want to offer today are a couple exercises to help bring us back into awareness, help bring us back into the physical. And they're all very simple. You can do them pretty much anywhere and any time. But sometimes we just haven't thought of this. And sometimes we get caught up in our own mind and what we should be doing, what we should be accomplishing during this time of isolation and lockdown. And, then judging ourselves because we're not doing that. And oops, there's the old tapes again, stepping back into judgment. So sometimes we do need to step out. But there are healthy ways to step out that aid us in our ascension growth. And again, what we're being asked to do right now is to be present. It's very hard to change anything that you're not aware of. And if you don't take the time to be present, let's say, let me back this up. Let's say, for example, you're unhappy. You're really frustrated, but you can't figure out why. If you're not in the current time and space, if you're not in the present moment, how can you evaluate what's making you unhappy? What's making you frustrated? Why this isn't the most joyous time of your life? I see a lot of people right now reevaluating work, and even relationships for that matter. I've been working the same job for 10 years, and I've been commuting an hour every day to get there. Is this something that I really want to do? Maybe in the process of being present, you decide that it's best for you, your highest good, to keep working from home. Maybe you want to completely shift what you have been doing. This is a wonderful time for exploration. So I really want to encourage you to use some of these tools on a daily basis and bring yourself back to yourself. Allow yourself to be present with yourself. You're your best friend. And as a dear friend used to say, you are the most important person in your life. So the first exercise that I like is called mindful breathing. Again, you can do this exercise anytime, any place. You can do this exercise sitting in your car. Please don't do it while you're driving, but you can do it if you get somewhere and you're stressed and you want to bring yourself to center before going in. Or maybe you've just gotten home, or maybe it's just been a really stressful day. Okay? So want to find a comfortable place. You can be standing, you can be sitting, you can be lying down. And just start by breathing in and out slowly, keeping in mind that one inhale and one exhale cycle should take approximately 8 to 10 seconds. Okay? So count it out if you need to. Most people breathe too shallow and we breathe too quickly. And with all of the crazy energy right now around us that we're feeling, many people are breathing from a place of trauma without even experiencing or knowing what that trauma is. They're just feeling it on the periphery of their energy field. So breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, letting your breath flow effortlessly in and out of your body. And notice when you're breathing, are the shoulders going up or is the belly going out? When we breathe, we should all have that extended Buddha belly as the breath goes in. Now, as you do this, let go of your thoughts. I know that's difficult, but try to let them go. Let go of everywhere that your mind wants to go that says, oh, don't forget you need to stop at the grocery store later, or don't forget you need to FaceTime with so-and-so, or don't forget you need to get this done or that done. Okay? There's time for that later. Giving yourself permission to just be in that time and space is an amazing tool by itself. And just as you let go of the thoughts, watch the breath and focus your awareness on the journey that your breath takes in your body, how it fills you with life and how it fills you with spiritual energetic connection. Then watch and have an awareness over how it leaves the body, how it comes back out the lungs, works its way out of your mouth as you exhale. And watch this as the energy dissipates into the world. And do that as many times as you need to. It's a wonderful tool. Okay. The second I like to call being present. So, want to relax, sit, stand, wherever you are, and just allow yourself to be. Once again, taking that deep breath and relaxing. And if you're too wound up or you're having a hard time with that, recall a time or place where you felt that relaxation. Maybe you went to a meditation retreat, or maybe you just had a fantastic meditation on your own, or maybe you were out walking in nature and it was just fantastic and you were relaxed. So recall that memory. Recall it to such a place that you feel it activated in every cell of your body. And then you will feel the body and relax with you. Next is to open your eyes and make eye contact with something right in front of you. Maybe it's a pet. Maybe it's your pet fish, or your dog, or a spouse, or a child, or a cat, or a turtle. But make eye contact with that animal or person and feel that energy exchange. It will bring a smile to your face. And then you'll have the awareness, you are right here in this current time and space. Okay. The third exercise I really like, I call observation. So I'd like you to get in a comfortable place, and this can be outside, this can be inside, it really doesn't matter. And choose, if you can, a natural object in your environment to focus on, So let's say you're sitting out back and a bird comes up. Really watch the bird. Maybe it's a flower, maybe it's an insect, maybe it's even the clouds or the moon. And don't do anything except notice what you're looking at. Look at this object as if you're looking at it for the first time. Notice everything about what you're focusing on. If you're watching a bird, notice its color, its size, its movement. Maybe it has a scent when it comes around. Think about watching and observing in such detail as if you were going to write a letter to someone, and this person's on the other side of the world, and they don't even know what colors or what season it is here. So you have to describe everything to them. Allow yourself to see, observe, and be present with this object in a way that you never have before. And then lastly, allow yourself to connect with the energy of this being. When you connect with the energy of this being, you will begin to feel its purpose in the natural world. And that is an amazing, amazing feeling. And it's an amazing process to share that energy. And last but not least is one of my personal favorites. I call it truly listening. Pick a piece of music that you haven't heard before. Maybe you have a CD lying around that someone gave you for Christmas, or maybe you go out on YouTube, or you tune into a radio station that you've never listened to before. And it doesn't have to be anything you like or dislike. Okay? You want to just allow this to be a piece of music that is completely new to you. Okay? Then put the music on and close your eyes. Now, try to keep your mind out of it. Okay? Don't get drawn into judging whether the music is a genre that you like, or whether you know anything about how popular it was, or who the artist was, or their relationships, and all those kind of things that we tend to hear about. But just allow yourself to listen and to get lost in the journey of the music and the sound of the complete song. Allow yourself to explore every aspect of the song. Again, even if it's not a music that you like, but let go of your dislike, or like for that matter, and give yourself permission to climb into the music and to allow yourselves to dance along with the sound waves. Explore the song by listening to the dynamics of each instrument. See how many instruments you can identify and you can separate. Separate each one of those sounds into your mind and analyze each one. How does each note make you feel? And then hone into the vocals, the sound of the voice or voices, the ranges, the tones. Just try to separate them out and be aware of them. And the idea here is to listen intently, to become so fully entwined with the music and doing away with any preconception or any judgment. Don't think in this exercise, just hear. And I'm going to add in one other because it's just one that I think works in all situations. And it's a wonderful way to just be fully present. If you haven't used it before, I encourage you to try it. There's 5 steps to this. The first step is to look around the room and mentally list 5 things that you can see. Next, look around the room and mentally list 4 things that you can touch. Then look around the room and mentally list 3 things that you can hear. Then look around the room and mentally list 2 things that you can smell. And then look around the room and think of 1 emotion that you can feel. And I promise you this exercise will bring you fully present into the current moment. Thank you all for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Please continue to be present. Continue to do the work that you've been doing. We're all moving towards wonderful times of ascension. No one said there weren't going to be a few bumpy patches in the road, but we'll keep using tools and we'll keep working our way through it. And with the help of those around us, with the help of those around us in spirit, we will get through this and come out this ascension process as glorious, glorious higher vibrational beings that we are. Take care. We'll talk again soon.